Welcome to this module on fundamental analysis. In this video, we are going to be learning how I and many other traders out there use fundamental analysis or observe fundamental analysis for their trading. Now, we've learned a bit about fundamental analysis from our past videos, and we know about the importance of fundamental analysis. Okay. They are important because they affect our trading. Okay, they affect our trading when these fundamental news events happen. They affect our trading. Things like unemployment rate, things like GDP, NFP, which is non-farm payroll for the US dollar, and so on and so forth. And things like interest rates, all of these affect our trading. So when news about these fundamentals come out, traders are usually careful. Many traders even prefer not to trade these news events because of how volatile the market can be at that moment. Okay, so first of all, I want you to come to your browser, and then just go to forexfactory.com. This is the website, forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com, if you hit forexfactory.com, it's going to bring you to a place like this, to a page like this. Now, this is Forex Factory. This site gives a lot of traders news about fundamentals, about fundamentals in Forex trading. Now, when you come on this site, you see the interface like this. You can come here and then synchronize the time with your local time. Okay, you can synchronize this time with your local time. My time zone, you can just choose your time zone. Mine is Central Africa. I am in Nigeria presently, so you can just synchronize your time. Then choose the time format, AM, PM, 24 hours, and then save changes. And then it's going to synchronize the time with your time so that the time you see here is actually your local time. Okay, it's actually your local time. So what Forex Factory does is it gives us the news that have the possibilities of affecting the movements of our currencies. Okay, it gives us those news items, and also gives us the level at which they have the probability of affecting the movement of our currencies. Okay, so if you just click on calendar, and it's going to bring you to a page just like this. So this is the calendar. Now, the calendar shows you the news events and then the dates of them being released. And you don't really need to create an account or join. You can just use it as you go. Just come here, just go to the website, and then you can see the calendar. Now, look at this place. You can see October 2022. You can go to the previous month, September 2022, go to the next October, and even November, December. You can keep seeing them, okay, so that you can even see the news events that haven't been released. Okay, so today is 5th of October 2022. And then you can see that we have these news events. Now, this is Wednesday, October. Now we have 1:30 a.m. We have the AUD. Now this is the retail sales news, and they have a color code which also signifies the impact of the news. The impact of the news. Now, when you see this yellow color code, you see it has low impact expected. You see this one, it's saying it's not even an economic news, so it's not going to really affect your trade. So you can even have positions active here. You can have positions active here. But when it comes to this one with red, you see high impact expected. And then when it comes to here, you see medium impact expected. So you have to be careful with these ones. When these news events are about to be released, you don't want to have a position on NZD. You don't want to have any position on NZD as a beginner. Sometimes I leave my positions on because probably I am in profit, and then I just protect my trade. Okay, I protect my trade. We're going to look at that also in our future lesson. So when I protect my trade, I'm not scared again if the market goes against me, because I can't lose that particular trade. Okay, so it's all about moving my stop loss from minus to positive or to break even. So that's how we protect our trades. So when I protect my trade, I can have positions still here. It probably will go in my direction. It can go in my direction. If it goes in my direction, then fine. I make even more money because the market will be very volatile at this point. So any trade you have on an NZD pair, maybe USD NZD, GBP NZD, or any other NZD pair, you have to be careful. Now you can come here on filter and then filter based on the impact of the news. So I can uncheck this, I can even uncheck this, so that I am only left with the high impact and medium impact news. Okay, and you can also uncheck the currency pairs you do not want to get news on. Okay, and then you can also uncheck the type of news you want, and then you can apply filter. When you apply filter, we can now see that for today, being October 5th, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one is affecting the NZD, this one is also affecting NZD, and then this one is affecting all of them because this is OPEC meeting. And then this one is affecting the USD. This is ADP, non-farm employment change. This is the ISM services PMI. So these are the news events. So you can actually read this news. Let's click details. So if you click details, it gives you more details on the news events. Now we have sources, or source is from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Okay, remember it's NZD, New Zealand dollar, right? So it's from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. We have measures, interest rates at which banks lend balances held at the RBNZ to other banks overnight. Usual effect, actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. If the actual value is greater than the forecasted value, then it's good for the currency. Like this one, we can see that the actual value is 3.5 and the forecasted value is 3.5 also. So it's actually good for the currency. So there is high probability that the currency will still keep going up or will go in favor of the NZD. Now we have this other one, which shows the previous. So this one shows the previous value. Now you can see that this is it here, the previous value for the previous month, right? Now you see it's 3. So it was actually forecasted that the value for the next month will be better. And actually it was better, so it's good for the currency. The frequency is scheduled 7 times per year. Then the next release date will be November 23rd. And then FF notes, the rate decision is usually priced into the market, so it tends to be overshadowed by the whatever. Why traders care? Short-term interest rates are the paramount factor in currency valuation. Traders look at most other indicators merely to predict how rates will change in the future. So derived data, you can check all this, also called interest rates, and then acronym expand, Reserve Bank of New Zealand, RBN, and then official cash rate, OCR. So that's it for the details. You can see more history on this particular news event, how it has played out in the past. You can suggested stories, you can see news events or news or stories, okay, articles and so on and so forth. So that's it for this one. Let's close. And you can see this other one again, this one again. Now look at this guy, which is still yet to be released. It's going to happen 3 p.m. Okay, 3 p.m. my time. It's presently 3:30, so it's going to be happening in 30 minutes time. Now you see that the previous was 56.9. The forecasted is 56. Now if the actual becomes 56, then it's good for the currency. But if it becomes lower than 56, then it's bad for the currency. If it's good for the currency, you're going to see it in green. Okay, you're going to see it in green. Okay, it's good for the currency. Or if it's the same as the forecasted, then it's going to be in green. But if it's lower than the forecasted, it's going to be in red. It means it's bad for the currency. Now we apart from the news on Wednesday, we also have the news on Thursday, Friday, and so on and so forth. Now down to the next week. Monday we have no high impact news. We have only one for Tuesday, GBP. Then we have for Wednesday, and so on and so forth. So that's how we trade the news. So that's how we tend to see the news and then just avoid, stay away, or trade the news if you have the ability to. For you at this point, I don't advise that you trade the news. These are very important stuff. You have to really take note of these things. Very important. With this, we've come to the end of this module on fundamental analysis. So this is just what you have to take note of for now. Okay, to be able to understand fundamental analysis in a more advanced level, you might need to take several other courses, okay, several other economic courses, but that's not important. That's not important for your success as a trader. Once you can just know this, then follow them, and also follow your technical analysis, you are good to go. You'll be making money before you know it. That will be it for this lecture, and hope to see you in the next.